Are you overweight with high blood pressure and not sure what to do? Are you worried about a potential heart attack or stroke and want to avoid these risks? Well, in this video, we'll be exploring the 5 critical lifestyle steps you need to take to improve your blood pressure, your heart health, and your weight. Did you know that high blood pressure, also known as hypertension, is called the silent killer? Almost half the adults in the US have high blood pressure, and most don't have it under control. In 2019, this resulted in over 500,000 deaths. High blood pressure can be very dangerous because it increases your risk of heart attack, stroke, kidney disease, and blindness. So, this is how it works. Blood pressure is how much pressure your heart needs to use to keep blood flowing through your vessels. It's like water flowing through a flexible tube versus flowing through a stiff, hard, narrow pipe. More pressure would be needed to push the water through the pipe. The more pressure you put on your blood vessels, the more damage you can do to them, especially if high blood pressure continues over many years. High blood pressure can also be a result of diabetes, inactivity, or weight gain. The good news is that there are ways to manage your high blood pressure and at the same time your weight, which can lower your risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney disease, and vision loss. Now let's take a look at the 5 critical lifestyle steps to improve your blood pressure and your overall heart health. The first step is managing your weight. Blood pressure creeps up as weight increases. Being overweight also affects sleep, which further disrupts blood pressure by causing inflammation and poor functioning of the arteries. A larger waist circumference, which is an indicator of belly fat, also causes increased blood pressure. Even a modest amount of weight loss can help reduce blood pressure. Expect to lower your blood pressure by 1 point for every 2.2 pounds you lose. So managing your weight is definitely an important step to help manage your blood pressure. Now moving on to the second important step to help manage your blood pressure, which is getting regular physical activity. Getting regular physical activity can actually lower your blood pressure by 5 to 8 millimeters of mercury, which is the way we measure blood pressure. When thinking of your exercise routines and patterns, consider adding a mix of aerobic activity and strength training. In order to see a benefit, try to incorporate 40 minutes of moderate to vigorous physical activity for at least 3 to 4 sessions per week. You may even want to consider adding Tai Chi to your exercise routine. A 2017 review on exercise and blood pressure showed that people who did Tai Chi regularly had a consistent drop in blood pressure versus those who didn't do any physical activity at all. This is pretty significant and something to definitely consider. Now moving on to my third important and critical lifestyle step to help decrease your blood pressure. And that, folks, is diet. Diet plays a significant role in managing your blood pressure as well as your weight. Minerals like calcium, potassium, magnesium actually help lower blood pressure, while sodium or salt has the absolute opposite effect, bumping up that blood pressure. When considering diet, what you might want to do first is reduce the amount of salt in your diet by decreasing the amount of processed food from deli meats, crackers, chips, canned good, and other foods that contain a high amount of salt. Doing so will also help you decrease the amount of refined carbohydrates and sugars in your diet, which can not only help decrease your blood pressure, but also your weight. So you're basically killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Another very important dietary factor to consider is to increase the amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet. These foods contain the potassium, the magnesium, and the other nutrients that are needed to naturally lower your blood pressure. Potassium specifically lessens the effects of salt on your blood pressure by easing the tension in your blood vessels. A diet that you might want to consider that promotes a boost in potassium is the DASH diet. The DASH diet is deemed one of the best diets by US News and is ranked as one of the top diets for heart health, healthy eating, weight management, and diabetes. This diet involves eating more whole grains, more low-fat dairy that contains calcium, lean proteins, and healthy fats, as well as 8 to 10 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. Yes, 8 to 10 servings, which is pretty significant. Remember to start small. Try incorporating a piece of fruit with lunch, an extra serving of vegetable with dinner, or even a serving of vegetable with snack. In order to get you closer to those 8 to 10 servings of fruits and vegetables per day. Press the like button if you feel you can start incorporating more fruits and vegetables, at least one serving today. Now, moving on to my fourth simple step, which involves improved sleep. Poor sleep quality for several weeks can actually have a negative effect on your blood pressure. Lack of sleep can also promote weight gain as well. Try these 3 simple tips today to get you sleeping better and longer. My first step is to consider sticking to a consistent sleep schedule. Another thing you might consider is limiting your screen time 1 to 2 hours before bed, which can help decrease the amount of blue light emanating from those screens coming into your body and impacting your sleep. Try not to go to bed hungry or stuffed because this can negatively impact your sleep quality. So getting to sleep and sleeping longer is definitely an important step to help manage your blood pressure. Now, moving on to my 5th simple step, and one that I think most people will love incorporating into their daily routines, and that's adding some dark chocolate to your diet, including 1 to 2 squares of dark chocolate that contain between 60 to 70% cocoa help lower blood pressure and inflammation. This is because of the flavonoids that the dark chocolate contains, a component in dark chocolate that helps dilate or widen your blood vessels. Also, incorporating more dark chocolate into your diet versus higher sugar or fat desserts on a more regular basis will not only help manage your blood pressure, but also your waistline as well. So remember, if you're looking to improve your blood pressure, try following these 5 simple steps. And if you want to learn more about how to manage your blood pressure and your weight, read the full blog on my website. The link is in the description below. And please don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel to continue seeing great content like this. Do it. Your heart will thank you for it.